Welcome to the Shadow Work session for critical thinking. I am sure that you have heard the word Psyop by now. If not, good for you. You probably live under a rock, and that's okay. Being engrossed in one is massive, mind-blowing, and disorienting. It can shake your sense of reality and leave you questioning everything. Find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Grab a pen and paper. This session is interactive. I want you to sit with your thoughts, to question, and to think deeply. You can listen straight through, pause when needed, or take time to write things down. But whatever you do, stay with it. This is a space of deep self-inquiry, a space where you can safely explore the unseen forces that shape perception, thought, and belief. Before we begin, let's define what we're exploring. A psychological operation is a coordinated effort to influence perception and behavior on a large scale. It's also called a psyop. It's used to control narratives, manufacture consent, and manipulate emotions. It very often relies on fear, division, repetition, and social pressure to enforce compliance. If questioning the official story results in social, financial, or even physical punishment, you are witnessing a psychological operation in action. These tactics have shaped history for centuries, shaping wars, politics, and public sentiment. In modern times, they've become highly sophisticated, using media, technology, and psychological triggers to guide the collective mind. People like Michael Aquino explored the deep psychological mechanics of mass influence, developing methods to shape public thought, not through force, but through perception control. Take a deep breath. Pick up your pen and let the following questions guide you into deep introspection. Can you recall a time when you were told what to believe and questioning it brought resistance or consequences? Write it down. Have you ever sensed something was off, but felt shut down when you tried to speak about it? Have you ever held a belief because it felt safe, not necessarily because it felt true? Think about how information is delivered to you through news, social media, or conversations. What emotions come up most? Fear, anger, urgency? Can you think of a time when only one narrative was allowed and alternative views were shut down? How did that make you feel? Now, shift your awareness beyond yourself. Humanity has seen countless psychological operations. Times when entire populations were influenced to accept a specific reality. Think what you know about history. What events stand out as moments of mass influence? What tactics were used? How did the media, leaders, or institutions reinforce the narrative? How were those who questioned treated? What similarities do you see between past events and what happens today? If you lived in a past era, would you have followed the dominant belief system, or would you have questioned it? Be honest with yourself. Awareness is the first step to freeing your mind. Understanding how psychological operations work allows you to step back and observe without becoming entangled. The moment you recognize that you are being emotionally guided to believe something without room for questioning, you reclaim your power. How does it feel to consider that some of your deeply held beliefs might not be entirely your own? If you stripped away outside influences like media, authority figures, or social pressures, what would your inner truth sound like? What's the cost of critical thinking? And what's the cost of abandoning it? What are you afraid might happen if you challenge the dominant narrative? Do you censor yourself to stay accepted? Why? When you're ready, gently open your eyes if they were closed. Put down your pen if it was in your hand. Thinking about these things might bring shock, awe, or even resentment. The brain can shut down when it doesn't want to process harsh truths. This is called cognitive dissonance. If you feel resistance, that's okay. It means you're stretching beyond old limitations. You are very brave for thinking about these things, for facing discomfort, and for reclaiming your mind from anything outside yourself. I see you, and so many others do too. Remember that if you are told you cannot question the narrative, that you will be punished by losing friends and family, your job, your financial livelihood, that it is highly likely you are seeing a psyop play out. This is truth. Take a deep breath. Feel the depth of your own mind, the expansiveness of your own awareness. You are not here to blindly accept or blindly rebel. You are here to question, discern, and reclaim your autonomy. As you come back to the present, carry this awareness with you. The world is full of narratives, and not all are designed for your highest good. Your mind is your own. Your truth is your own. And your power lies in your ability to see beyond illusion. Stay curious, stay aware, stay free. With so much gratitude and love. Until next time.